Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
Exports have different shapes, David, and you would probably agree with me that Georgia has long been exporting bright minds abroad. This on the one hand is quite sad for this country, but on the other hand this is great for this country, which is known abroad as the land of bright and successful. Giorgi Isakadze interviewed Giorgi Shagidze as one of the Georgian representatives of the successful people that have proved to be successful locally as well as globally. To remind our viewers and followers, Shagidze served as Deputy CEO, CFO, COO and Executive Board Member of TBC Bank Group PLC for years. Today he is CEO at MAIB. The MAIB story began 30 years ago, and in 3 decades it became the largest, most professional and digitized financial team in the Republic of Moldova, with about 1 million customers and over 2,200 employees. More on Shagidze's signature of running MAIB in Giorgi Isakadze's interview.
Giorgi, great to have you finally in touch with you, not by Zoom or distance, but great to host you in for Georgia office.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, and it's been almost 2 years of your physical absence.
Yes, indeed.
At least for me, Georgia. How is MIB doing? MIB, sorry, it's MIB. MIB, and what's the starting point, and where do we stand so far?
Yes, sure, and thanks again for having me. MAIB is, first of all, it's the indisputable leader of the market, and in terms of the market
it's more than 35%.
Yeah, it's about 35% in loans, and if you think about the other banks, number 2 is about 19, number 3 is even 17, and so on. And clearly it is positioned as the indisputable leader across all the key products and the segments. Now, that said, though, we started to we launched the transformation and refreshed our strategy, and we have lots of initiatives, and then again they can be grouped into 4 areas.
Okay, please go ahead.
Number 1, this is customer experience, and to put the customer in the center of everything that we do. And this is a very big statement, and I know that many banks and many companies, it is ambitious, many companies do it, but it really requires lots of transformation, lots of cultural changes and changes in the mindset.
Okay.
So, and then we did do the brand refreshment, we have changed the operating model of our branches, especially a design, and the model is more important, of course. Number 1, this is the customer in the center. Number 2, this is digital, and initiatives in digital space. Of course, we are upgrading the user experience functionality of our digital banking channels, but on top of them, we are moving towards the super app, where we want to create the ecosystem for cars, automobiles, SME, housing, and so on. Number 3.
By the way, you're growing in retail and SME dramatically.
We are indeed, yes.
It's plus 4% for this year.
About 4 percentage point growth.
2021.
2021, and this is per our strategy to basically grow in retail and...
Sorry for interruption. Digital was the second point.
Digital is the second, and in digital that is the combination of the traditional banking channels plus ecosystem.
Okay.
Number 3, this is IPO, and this is big as well. When the largest bank does the IPO, that it acts as the gateway to bring new investors in the country. So this is very important, and this is much bigger project than its direct impact to MAIB or its share price or the capital position. So this will have a positive impact into entire business climate of the country. And we started the preparation for this. There is a lot of regulatory changes required. We recently arranged the Moldova Capital Market Day on the London Stock Exchange, and we have planned plenty of investor engagement this year, and so on. And number 4, this is regional expansion with the digital product and services. And digital, or the word digital, is key here. There are about 1 million Moldovans living in the EU, and we want to approach them and offer the digital
with the EU passport.
Yes, with the EU passport. So that will be the start. The 4 areas.
You mentioned about the large bank with IPO ambitions, but worth to mention large bank from the small country.
Indeed.
Moldova looks like structurally, I mean economy. We are talking about business and economy. Georgia, and you have experienced quite successful way. I mean TBC IPO and achievements of TBC, where you engaged your professional 10-year life. Am I right? Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah. 10. Tell me how IPO is a part of these 4 initiatives and not above it.
Oh, okay.
What's the story of it?
No, I think you can do technically IPO if we decide. I mean, we can do the IPO, but I think if we want to position it correctly, get the right investors, get the right share price, get the right impact, then we need to ensure that we have proper strategy, we have proper financial results, and that has some history, ambitions. Therefore, they are equally important. It's very difficult now to tell you which one is more important or less, and which one is less important. Maybe IPO technical part is not that big, but the decision to go to IPO and to prepare entire bank, to change the governance, to change the mindset, to again play the role of the economy.
Base, relations with IFIs, a lot of things should be done.
Of course, yeah. And then we have started it, and I would not say which one is more important at this stage, but yeah, IPO will have big impact to the country's development.
When do you plan to launch it? Do you have some proper dates for it, roughly?
Yes. Our basic scenario is 2023 first half. It could be even faster, earlier. I mean, it depends on many things, but basic scenario is 2023 first half.
Okay. So, how similar will be the way of MAIB's development, further development, as one of the most successful and systemic bank in Georgia, TBC did during last 10, 12 years? And is it already explored way, personally for you, or there are some similarities, but at the same time, different cases happening in Moldova?
There are many similarities in Moldova and Georgia, starting with the past, then the vision to be integrated with the West. There are many similarities. The key difference is when we speak about the banking sector is that the banking sector there is less penetrated, which creates more opportunity. So that's the key.
It's less penetrated than in Georgia.
Yes, it's clearly less penetrated than in Georgia. So MAIB is around the size of TBC when TBC was doing its IPO in 2014. So this is very good starting point. But that said, many things have changed. We are looking to the other banks, other fintechs, other offerings. There are amazing offers and the business models from again 9G or starting Revolut, Monobank, which you need to take into consideration if you are building a bank or a banking offering for the future. There are many similarities we will leverage from
By the way, this team, Ukrainian company or team, which was part of Monobank in Ukraine, in the user experience direction, it's already your partner, yeah? Am I right?
The company which worked for Monobank to do the user experience, yes, we have partnered with them for user experience of our digital product, and we want to achieve the breakthrough with them. There are other areas we are engaging the companies from the region with the quite cutting-edge offers and services. So 2022, did you see our Christmas tree, which looks like very digital?
I was amazed by your drone show as well, and yes. Christmas tree was fantastic.
Yeah, so 2022 for us will be very digital focused, and we will be launching many innovations and many new attractive products for the customers during the year.
I hope all of them is going to be public, because you are yes. on your way to be prepared for IPO.
Yes, yes, they will be public. Yes.
But the level of corporatization of MAIB was quite high while you engaged, but it means that IPO, digital, and you need some additional things for the corporatization, or how it's happening, Giorgi, for 2022?
The corporate governance is quite proper. We have 7 members on the board, 3 independent members of the board. All the committees, most of them are chaired by the independent members. EBRD is one of our shareholders, and obviously is committing to the long-term improvement of the corporate governance standard and so on. But you know, there is no limit to the continuous improvements, right? So there are many things that we've planned to do. The new shareholders entered the bank in 2018, where the change broadly started. So we refreshed the strategy last year, and again, the 4 pillars that I've discussed would be our focus for the medium term now.
Thank you for that, and good luck. Good luck. See you soon.
Thank you.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.